Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. Hope we're all doing well on this beautiful, sunny, as you can see, Friday morning. Usually takes a bit of time, but I hope everyone's well, and I hope a lot of people will be here. But I'll digress on that. Hello, Shanky. Good to see you. Hope you're well. This is my quaint little channel. I'll start the music down in a second. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the wonderful Shanky girl. Well, hello.
Eddie. Hello, Eddie.
Good to see you. Welcome.
Thank you for allowing me to join your panel, my friend.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, we are having a chit chat here with my old friends. They are coming here.
So you have the family over here.
No, it's our friends
Okay.
here, old friends. Look like yung dress na eh.
Oh,
Wala, ako nagdaan eh. Yes, Eddie? Sorry. What?
it's okay with you. We just started, so it's all good.
Yeah.
There's no one else here.
They will having just some talking, a little bit talking, talking here
Yeah.
with my old friends under the trees. That's a tree.
Hello to your friends.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's a gomamela flower. It's an orange.
Very nice.
Yeah. Init.
Digo, dali-dali ko, digo, kay pa yung mga tao din eh. Pagawas ko, naglipod. Bang,
Okay, Eddie, I have to talk to them. Okay, just say
Okay.
for you for a while. Thank you for having me in your panel, my friend. Thank you. Good to see you, Eddie.
Good to see you too. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. Hi. Yeah, Shangy girl and I not know each other for a very long time. Wonderful person. I don't get to go into her too often, but when I do, it'll be a wild time. But yeah, we'll just start the music here, and we go from there. Hopefully, more people will join us. I wanna live, I wanna give. I've been a miner for the heart of gold. It's these expressions I never give. You keep me searching for the heart of gold, and I'm getting old. Keep me searching for the heart of gold, and I'm getting old. I've been to Hollywood, I've been to Redwood, I've crossed the ocean for the heart of gold, and I've been in mine. It's such a fine line, keeps me searching for the heart of gold, and I'm getting old. That keeps me searching for the heart of gold, and I'm getting old. me searching for the heart of gold. You keep me searching and I'm growing old. You keep me searching for the heart of gold. I've been a miner for the heart of gold. Ah, and I'm getting old. So you can get a few people in. Hello, Steve. Good to see you. My Friday's going well, thank you. How's your morning going? Let me share the live out here. I got a few people in here. if I can. Here there's all me peeps, like. So we see what happens as we go on here. Hope you're well, Steve. Anyway, my morning's going well. Been busy. I'm funny. Sat still, horse fed, clean. Excellent. That was what. So it was a productive morning. Like me, I got me groceries. If you want to come up for a chat, you're more than welcome. I had me here talking to myself. You already had one guest up, and it was a rare and special occasion. Oh man. There is. There's. Yep. Right, this is for all you veterans out there, my fellow brothers. Days past 18, we were waiting on a bus in an army green, sat down in the booth. In a cafe there, gave us order to a girl with a bow in her hair. He said, "Earl Shab," and she gave him a smile. He said, "Would you mind sitting down for a while talking to me? I'm feeling a little low." She says, "I'm off in an hour, and I know a place where we can go." So the day went down and they sat on the pier. He said, "I bet you got a boyfriend, but I don't care, 'cause I got no one to send a letter to. Would you mind if I send one hit back here to you? I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy. Too young for him," they told her, "waiting on the love of a traveling soldier. Our love never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again, never more to be alone." When the letter says, "Soldiers coming home." So the letter came from an army camp in California, then Vietnam. He told her as a father how it might be to love and all the things he was so scared of. He said, "When it's getting kind of rough over here, I sat and think about the day on the pier and close my eyes and see her pretty smile. Don't worry, but I won't be able to ride for a while. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy. Too young for him," they told her, "waiting on the love of a traveling soldier. Our love never ends, wait for the soldier to come back again, never more be alone." When the letter said, "Soldiers coming home." On one Friday night at a football game, the Lord's Prayer said the anthem sang. The man said, "Folks, would you bow your head for a little old man dead, crying all alone underneath the stand, was a piccolo player and a marching band, and one named Red. Nobody really cared. Except that pretty little girl with a bow in her hair. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy. Too young for him, they told her, waiting on the love of a traveling soldier. Our love never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never more be alone. When the letter says the soldier's coming home. When the letter says the soldier's coming home. Hey, Silver Girl. I had one guest already, great Shangy Girl. Other than that, other than the people that you see, is all we have at the moment. I shared it out to a lot of people. Broke knows about it. Miss Dean knows about it. Who else? Margaret knows about it. And anyone that sees my community post, they know about it. So I've been going for the last half hour now. So there's only Steve, myself, and Shanky Girl, and yourself. That's it. That's about it. Apparently the hashtags are supposed to work, so I don't know. Maybe people are shocked from today, especially in the USA. What happened? I didn't hear that. Oh yeah, I heard about that. They really wanted to get him, like big time. I seen there was a what's his name? He was in Goodfellas. What's his name? Let's go say, yeah, I seen Robert De Niro. Uh, he was doing a press conference or something, and he actually condemned Trump, and some guy in the crowd, like with the people around him, like that they were like they blamed them for propaganda and rhetoric and all sorts of things. And De Niro pretty much said, "Well, these men are heroes. Like, where do you find your facts from? You know, don't know who they are, but that's about as much as I got." But yeah, it's clear to me that they wanted to get Trump big time. So I could see that coming. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lovely Sophie Girl.
I'm not into typing that much.
We don't blame you.
I forgot to mute to YouTube. Um, now my typing is a little bit not so great at this time of morning. It's at 3 a.m. by time. Um, but no, they did. They found him guilty on all accounts. De Niro has been down there harping at Hi Mirror, um, everything that's been going on. He's been in a complete fool. I mean, I didn't know the man could be that big of a fool.
Oh, De Niro.
Yeah. I mean, I knew he was wacky, but this much? No. He just has totally blown anybody's opinion, at least on our side, opinion of sanity even.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really way off. Yeah, the it was quite a gut punch in a way. However, there are a couple, three things that may be doable that were not. If he has been charged, gone through a trial, found guilty, going to be sentenced on the 21st of June, I think, that means other previous presidents can be too.
Mm.
Leaves Bush's and Obama and Clinton's and Biden's and probably a few more in the background and the ones in the Senate.
I don't know about what's his Obama. Or I mean Clinton. They wanted to get him for Monica Lewinsky anyway. But other than that, there's not a lot you could say that Clinton done.
Well, the thing is, it's not the black hats that
Of
want
course, you would know more so than I would, because like
it's
I'm on.
white hats that want them. Now the white hat AGs can actually file on those people. And you've got Obama's sex activities in the White House with underage children. And
Wait, hold on. He
yeah,
he done that?
mhm.
Wow.
He and Hillary and them had their pizza. It's called pizza and hot dogs. And they had enough. They ordered so many. I forgot now. I'm tired. So many hot dogs and pizza to be delivered,
Mm.
and it wasn't food.
Interesting.
And that's in emails or texts between the two of them. Um, and the other people that were going that night. And the Bushes did 9/11, and um, maybe
Yeah,
even involved in November the 23rd, whatever date. I'm tired. I can't even remember what day JFK was shot. Um, but they
JFK was 1963.
1963, November something. I can't remember what day in November. 22nd. That's it. 22nd.
Yeah.
Um, and I was I watched it on television. You were probably not even born yet.
No,
Um,
I was only a nucleus.
but yeah, they potential there is evidence that one of them was at Dealey Plaza. So
I have actually followed that case quite considerably, especially like I mean, like there's been a few documentaries, there's been a
oh,
few like there's
everything
been like
else,
movies, TV
yeah,
series, you name it.
if they could do it, they did it.
Yeah.
But the idea that one of the brothers was actually in Dealey Plaza was an eye opener for me when I found that out. Um, he may have just been there. They're from Texas, Texas. They may have just been there to see him. Who knows? But it made me
Yeah.
nervous. Um, and then, and Obama's worse than what I told you too. And he's the one that's running the White House right now,
Mhm.
not Biden. Obama is.
Wait, but Biden's not running?
No, he's doing actions and not well, but he's walking around sometimes, falling down a lot, making speeches that make no sense because he can't talk, he can't speak words.
He probably has a fucking concussion.
He probably, yeah, that's true too. Maybe his dog bit him in the arse. Uh, because the dog had to be removed from the White House because of the Social Service kept getting bitten. Um, and I didn't know whether that meant that they tasted good or they were bad or what. But the he's Biden's not running it. Obama is, and
Wow.
he even projected that he would. When he left the White House, he did not leave D.C. He bought a house within the boundaries of D.C. and lives there, which is not a part of the United States.
Oh.
And he's in the middle of everything. He is usually goes to most anything. He in the Dems go to his house to confer and discuss things. He goes and meets them places. He's 100% running the White House. Biden doesn't have the mentality to.
Nah, you're right. He
I mean, he couldn't.
has the mentality to maintain himself, and why not else?
I don't know that he has the capacity to get the trash taken out in the White House, unless they took him for it, mistook him for the garbage. But um, yeah,
How'd you get there, son?
but the trial was such a disaster and so bad. Even the Democratic attorneys and judges are talking about how it was no trial, it was a farce. There isn't any way it can stand on appeal because of multiple different things that were done. One of which was they did not have to agree that a crime had ever been committed.
Hmm.
So if there's no crime, how can there be a subsequent hiding of that crime?
They wanted to get him. It's.
No. And they
I
also,
mean, you can see that from this side of the water. They wanted to get him.
oh yeah, and they don't have anything on him. They really don't because of the statute of limitation has expired on most of the things that they were to find him guilty of committing in order to find the things he supposedly did, he did outside statute of limitations. So they couldn't charge him for doing any of those things at all because they were outside. Even if he did them, they couldn't charge him. But what they did charge him for was hiding payment for those crimes in the past in his 2016 campaign funds or something. However, that's a federal crime. The federal people looked at it and said there was no crime. So what they did was they dropped it down to a state crime, and but they're still using the original crime as past statute of limitations, and was looked at the time that it was not past statute of limitations, and declined because there was nothing there. Two
So
ADs.
yeah, so obviously they're like finding any excuse
Yeah,
under the sun to try and get him. Yeah, okay.
trying to blame it on something that, and then they did not have to find that he did any of those. They did not even have to determine that he did those. And if he didn't did it, how was he guilty for doing something with the money if he didn't do the crime?
Yeah.
And the judge literally told them they did not have to do that. He said to them, I think from where I remember, it was four. Um, if four of you find that he did X, and another four of you find he did Y, and another four of you find he did Z, even though you don't agree that he did this, none of you agree that the other things were done. It's okay. That's enough. That's unanimous. When did unanimous become separating the jury into two different or three or four different ways? That's
Hmm.
not doable. He also put the prosecution's closing remarks last instead of first. And the reason that they supposedly do it that first and then the defense gets last is because everybody is innocent until proven guilty. So you can't do the guilty part prosecution at the end. You get to do the innocent part at the end. So he did that back afterwards. Um,
It's like that Karen Reid trial. Um, Same thing. Like the prosecution uh, goes first, and then the defense.
and I mean, there was all kinds of crazy things. But I thought until I heard what the judge's instructions were going to be, I figured he'd get off because of Cohen, if nothing else. The one person who said that he he he's been determined to have been guilty of lying in Congress in 2 or 3 court cases, convicted of lying, not just said he was, convicted him. They got him, he just got out of jail to go to all this nonsense. And the prosecution told the jury that whether he lies or doesn't lie is not relevant. Did he not tell you that Trump took the money and did this with it? Yeah, but he also went to court about lying about it, and they found him guilty for lying. And the 3 people that had information as to what Cohen had told them were not allowed to come into the trial. The judge wouldn't let the defense bring them in. And all 3 of them had, one of them had evidence that multiple repeated times that Cohen had said no, Trump never gave him any money at all. And then another one had seen the home mortgage loan that Cohen took out, saw the paperwork, was involved in getting it for him. And the whole reason he got that was so that he could pay Twit off, the prostitute off, because he was having an affair with her and he didn't want his wife to know about it.
Well,
so he got a home equity loan and pay what she was supposed to, that he thought she should get. Trump didn't.
I tell you, it's crazy with the judicial system over there.
Oh, that's no
It just
system.
astonishes me. You know?
It's not a justice system that we want.
It's not one that anyone wants. Why not else?
Except for the idiots. They only want it because they're in charge of it right now.
Yeah.
Get a nice independent or Republican AG like the one in Texas, they might just do something. And now that he's been tried and convicted, that gives them the ability to file suit against all those other presidents for everything they've done, because it did it. Now it's got to hold up, and I'm not sure how they're going to do that part.
Has been I mean, even like in the days of fucking Nixon, it's just, you know, it's been absolutely crazy. Like what?
Everybody thought Nixon was just nuts in the head.
Yeah,
that's what everybody thought about Nixon. You just kind of wrote him off because he was nuts.
Well, he knew what he was doing. Like, I mean, the likes of Biden, like, I mean, he's from some big time.
I hope when this is all over that Biden really has been a bunch of actors playing him. I would hate to think that anybody that stupid was really living in the White House and doing it. I would hate for him to be near a pen in the Oval Office. They do think a lot of that he has been bye-byed somewhere, and that there are various actors playing him. And I can't believe that he's as stupid as he comes across, so I tend to believe there's other people playing him. Plus,
maybe it's Dana Carvey, maybe.
Pictures of him having attached earlobes like I've got, and then there's pictures of him having the ones that are not connected, and you can't have both. It's one or the other. But he's clearly, and Ukraine attacked Russia today with rockets from another country, Germany.
Yeah.
Now, I personally believe Trump and Putin have got something going
Yeah.
because the look between those two guys when they were standing up there in Russia and Putin gave Trump whatever the soccer ball is supposed to mean. Um, that look between the two of them, that was a look of absolute complete trust. And it was also the look of, I know something. And then the other one, I know something too. We know something you don't know. And you could see the glee in their eyes. And when they looked at each other, oh, it was perfect. They clearly knew something. And I don't believe Putin is as bad as he's been told. He's been told about anyway. I think he's probably done some really rotten things, but not as. I don't think he hates U.S.
Well, he was a KGB agent.
Do what?
He was a KGB agent.
Right, that's true. But I think that, and he is the kind of person who would be very, very respectful of a bear in a china shop, and that's what Trump is.
Yeah.
And he would be very respectful of that. I think he's a good guy. I think they're going to try to scare us, though, and make us think we're going into a nuclear war with Russia.
I mean, they keep saying about the button, you know. Bink.
Yep. And a lot of people firmly believe that the UN and their little blue hats are already here and came across the border. Not last month
Yeah,
in March.
they're disguised as white hats now.
No, they're blue hats. I like the color blue, but I now prefer purple. Thank you.
I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky.
But yeah, it's everybody's kind of like duh um, over here, and that nobody really thought it would happen, but after the fact, it was kind of like, well, it almost had to go that way in order to get other things to happen. And I don't know if what did you do to your arm?
Well, I just don't know.
No, 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 no. You got a big bruise.
Oh, that was just my. I had a blood injection. Like
Oh, a
blood.
blood injection?
It was a blood tests.
Blood drawn, or rather than a blood draw?
Blood,
Okay.
blood tests. Yeah,
You got real bruised. Did they not know how to draw blood? I could have done a better job than that.
probably. Yeah,
I
they
would,
hit the like clearly they hit the wrong vein. Well,
that's absurd. I'm
yeah,
not joking about I could do better.
yeah.
I learned how to do it when my father was learning how to do it. He was testing on me to see if he could draw my. I was just dummy, and along with other things. And but I watched him do it, and then when he would go away, I'd go get the needles and the syringe and practice on my dolls. And at one point, after I'd already moved to Vermont, I had to give my dog shots, or else the dog had to stay in the hospital, and I don't allow that. So I was giving him shots and drew the blood to take it in, so I can do it. I don't like it, but I can do it. And
See, see, the thing about my like the veins that I have, they're like that they find it very hard like to find them, you know.
you know what the one trick? You know what? There's a trick to finding veins. Drink lots of water.
Yeah.
About this much water, and or twice this much water before you go. And if as long as you don't pee it out before you get there, the water will get in those veins and they pop. It is an because I've got hard veins too, and in fact, one arm, forget about it. Right arms, if I drink water ahead of time, they can most of them can get it.
Right.
Of course, mine are older than shit too. But um, even with 70-year-old veins, they can still get it if I drink the water. But if you
See,
do the water, that'll make
over the last 2 weeks, I've had a lot of medical examinations. So it's.
Are you still fighting on the job thing?
Yeah.
Is that still going backwards?
It's still ongoing, and if I'm being honest, it's kind of stressing me out at this stage because
It's
I'm
supposed it's supposed to stress you out so you'll quit. That's the whole point.
yeah.
You can't let them beat you.
And I've said to them, I said, so look at like I mean, like the job has completely changed around now, and like there's no point in me even being there anymore, you know. So I'm kind of like I pretty much so look at like my body is so out of whack now. Like I mean, like believe me or don't believe me, I don't care. I just like do the right thing, you know.
All right. I don't need you to tell me. But
Well, I'll go more into it. Like if we have a backstage or whatever, but it's
no, I mean, I just was going to say some things, but for you to ask the question to yourself, but you don't answer to me, um, and the types of things that you're going after, are you at this point getting better? If so,
it's suffice to say it's more favorable.
it's more what?
It's more favorable.
Okay, okay.
Like
Um,
like there's only two that's in the way, and that's it. Like
that's
other
it.
than that, like I mean, my doctor, my solicitor, my like like my whole team, they're all on board. Like the like doctor, solicitor, yeah, doctor, lawyer, solicitor, um, like anyone that's basically got control of like I mean, they're examining me. They're the experts. They know what they're doing.
You hope.
I would like to assume, but I mean, I'm going through the motions anyway, and you know, I'm slowly but surely, but like getting there, you know. But it's still a struggle, and I mean, like on here, absolutely. I mean, I couldn't be better, you know. But in the real world, like that's a different story. And I just wish
Are you trying to get your work to give you a disability benefit or disability retirement or something like that?
I mean, look, no matter what, no matter what, like the situation is, I'm gonna get disability anyway. Hello, Maggie. AJHK, welcome. Um, yeah, no matter what, um, like happens, I'm gonna get disability anyway. Like that's given. Like even if the company doesn't want to give it, or or not, like the people that are paying me, they're giving it.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. That's good.
So not like so that's ironclad in the bag, no questions asked.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. That takes the worst worry off.
Yeah,
So that's something that is new as far as I'm concerned. I wasn't aware that that had been decided. And
yeah,
I'm thrilled for that. That gives me like I can breathe about that now.
yeah. So that's like I mean we'll talk about that in due course anyway. But like suffice to say, like the disability end of it, I am going to get that no matter
Okay,
what.
that's good. That's good. Well, if you can get that and you can feel a little bit better on top of it, then that's even more fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's actually getting your cake and eat it too with ice cream on top.
Absolutely. What's JHK saying? Are you getting some exercise? When I stay active and try get the steps in daily, I feel good. Then I go on the beers for a week and feel terrible. Well, that's self-inflicted. But as regards to exercise, I mean, I'm being like, unfortunately, by the way, my back is, I can't do physical exercise. The gymnasiums will not touch me because they don't know what they're working on. Even though I told them, I said, my back is the problem. But I do walk, um, not fair. Like I mean, 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there, and then I stop. Like I don't overstrenuate.
One of the things I saw, and being that I'm not too bright in the head, thought I might try, was instead of walking like around the block, there's this walking in circles
Yeah,
where you stand. So you just take two or three steps and keep going in circles. And for what that does, I actually can do it some days
right.
because I hang on to I put a chair or my chair right beside where I'm going to walk, and I can hang on to the back of my wheelchair and still get the legs to move in the right directions. There are days that I'm literally hanging off the wheelchair because I can't keep the legs straight. They just keep going down, but or they hurt too bad to be able to put weight on them. But Yeah, but going and there's something about it though that what they were saying in this article that I read was that going around in circles doesn't seem like you get the same amount of exercise as if you're walking. If you're jogging or doing the walking fast, that's a true statement. However, if you're just walking at your own pace and you're walking down the street, you can walk around in a circle and get the exact same exercise as if you're walking down the level street. And it seems like you're doing more. There's just something about going around in a circle that it messes with your brain and it makes you feel like that you've actually accomplished something. One of the things that I have to work hard on is I have to keep my shoulders back so that I don't bend over too much forward.
Yeah.
And um, doing the thing around in a circle right behind my wheelchair, because I'm holding on to the top of the chair, I've got my shoulders back. And the first 2 or 3 days I did it, oh, did my shoulders hurt. And I couldn't figure out exactly why they hurt so much until I paid attention to my position, to the position of my body when I was walking. And I'm kicking the shoulders back when I'm going around in a circle. So I'm getting exercise on the shoulders too. And That's because everything's sewed to my diaphragm, and if I go forward into a curve, as if I had scoliosis or something, I'm pushing things too close together. And then when they come apart, they rip instead of gently coming apart.
I know the feeling.
Yeah. Um, but it's Yeah, that'll do it to you. Um, and I drink water with electrolytes. And I can ju- well, I don't know. I guess 10 ounces of water. I keep 2 bottles here, and it's just filtered water with a little watermelon flavoring to it. And I just keep it by the bed, and I'll drink 2 of these a day, preferably early in the morning, mid afternoon. And I get so much energy out of these because all I got is this stuff called Drip Drop, and it's electrolytes. And you drink a whole one of these, just jug it down like some guys do beer. You jug one of these things down, you got energy for a good hour, and a little buzz on top of it, so you feel pretty good. But my doctor wanted to know how many of these I was drinking, and at one point I was drinking 6 a day. And he said, he said, 2 a day max. No wonder you're hyper.
Fully the beans.
And he said, and you being hyper is not a sane thing. Yeah, it's nuts. But nobody ever promised you a rose garden.
True.
Did you look up Brenda Lee?
Brenda Lee.
Remember I told you in chat, one chat or someplace, look up some. You were singing "Crazy," and I said, look up Brenda Lee and see if you can sing some of her songs. I think you will have to tell me this, but your voice to me sounds like I remember Brenda Lee sounding. Now you know I can't hit a tune in a bucket, so but I can't even hear my own voice. But I know what I like. Have you ever heard her or heard anything she did? She would be way more older than you, but
Yeah, I'm just, yeah. I will be familiar with our Christmas song.
that's the one that is the most famous. But
Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday.
yeah, and you sound like her. There's something about your voice that reminds me of her. I don't have a clue. I always thought she had a deep voice, but she was something else when I was growing up. I mean, yeah. Light boxes is another thing I've looked at, but I had to pay property taxes this year. That's all I got. That's where all my money went. They quadrupled my property taxes, and I've got about 10 holes in the floor from where my wheelchair has gone through the floor, and now I've got plywood laid all over the place, and to keep from going through the floor anymore. And I called them and I said, "What in the world did you upgrade my property? How come? What did you see that warranted that kind of an upgrade and that kind of a bump in price?" So she was rattling. I said, "Do you realize I have these 10 to 12 holes in my floor in the house that my wheelchair is put in the hole in the floor? After 22 years, the floor just couldn't take the wheelchair anymore."
Oh,
And so I've got like one, two, three, 4 holes in my bedroom, one in the bathroom, my bathroom, and basically,
so you have a nice golf course in there.
I think a golf cart probably wouldn't weigh as much as this chair. And the very I finally had it when I pulled in beside the bed one night to go to bed, and the front wheel went clunk. I said, "That's it. I'm done." I called this guy who has been here to put plywood over 1 or 2 holes that had already happened, like in the kitchen where I have to roll in this one spot, whether I'm going to the back door to take the dog potty, going to the laundry room, any of that, going to the kitchen, I have to go through this one spot. It was the first one that went. My bathroom was the second. Then the entryway where the laundry room is and where I'm going in and out with if I didn't have to take the dog potty, I wouldn't have to go out so much. But it went. And I've got two whole hallways, one from the back door to the kitchen, and then you got this little ride here, and then a long hall from the kitchen all the way into my bedroom. And that hallway is just riddled. And she said, "I'll write that down for next year." I said, "I hope so. I'll have more holes by then, probably." She just laughed and said, "I'm sorry." But they didn't reduce my what I had to pay taxes on this year at all. Yeah, we had everybody was complaining of taxes this year in the states because they really did do a number on us.
Yeah, they done a number on me as well. Like, I never got taxed in I don't know how many years. Well, it's been a while anyway, and they all I got so little. It's like it. I was very surprised with the outcome of it.
Yeah. How is people over there thinking? Are they thinking that your government is perfectly legit and everything's wonderful with it and there's no problems with it? Or do you have problems in your government too?
We have problems in our government as well. They're as corrupt as they come. Like they're saying the streets are safe, but yet like there's stabbings going on. There's kids getting like PA'd, like
Kid,
SA'd, like and it's just like it's crazy. I mean, like the criminals are allowed basically to run free.
do you guys normally take prisoners and when they do things, take in criminals when they do things and keep them in jail until the trial, and then they have a trial, and then they might go to prison? Do you do that kind of justice system? I don't. I did study
I
Ireland.
mean, it's not like the judicial system over there. Like I mean, like they're allowed out for the weekend.
Oh, okay. Can you get put to death for anything in Ireland?
No,
Not even treason?
minimum. I mean, the maximum you get probably 15 years.
What do you do if somebody murders a whole family?
15 years.
Do you really not have that kind of crime? Do you?
We do. I mean, there's people being hacked to bits, like and like they get the maximum, like 14
But
years.
well, for example, there was just a case where um, Y is not relevant, and I don't know it, but a guy killed his ex-wife, his current wife, and his girlfriend, which to me was a few too many women in his life.
Hmm.
And he killed his 4, 7, and infant, and then killed himself.
Yeah.
But that kind of thing isn't that unusual.
Well, something like that has been done before. Heard stories about that. I mean, the bit like probably the most influential case there would be the Chris Benoit story, and like the way he not only killed his family, but he killed himself as well.
I figured that they do themselves and us a favor when they kill themselves. We have a sheriff in Florida that is an absolute riot, but he's serious. And there's a video on X of him doing a press conference and talking about this robbery that had happened and so forth and so on. And he says, and now we're going to talk about stuff. I know there's a lot of talk in the nation about not using guns and all that. Well, this is Florida. This is Broward County. And let me tell you, if somebody's trying to break into your house, go ahead and shoot them. We'd rather you do it so we don't have to do it when we get there.
And that's a standalone state, isn't it? It's supposed to be anyway.
No, it's not. You have to have what they call a stand your ground law to be able to shoot people that are breaking into your house. Um,
Like an absolute. I mean, there's a case going on at the moment, right? It's actually in Florida as well. Um,
which
Flo-
one?
like it's in the Eighth Circuit. Uh, Jeremy Hales and Lynette Preston, and there's a guy from the Eighth Circuit. He is under scrutiny at the moment because of what he's doing in his courtroom. Judge Greg de Thomasis.
What's he doing in his courtroom?
Well, apparently he's taken pictures of women in the bathroom
Oh,
and doing sexual favors.
oh,
And his buddy Silverman, right, is giving is um giving him a helping hand.
well, I'll tell you the opposite of the sheriff that I listened to in Florida, saying
Like
that
crazy
he,
stuff what's going on.
yeah, he was, but he said we are a stand your ground state, and they are. They're one of the few. And that means you are not only allowed to carry guns, but we encourage you to carry them so you can take care of yourself. And if somebody's breaking in your house, get your gun out of safety spot, shoot them. You know, you want to shoot them in the leg or something, that's all right too. We'll pick them up. And not long after he made that speech, like within a week, in Canada, they came out and said this guy, same kind of police something or other in Canada. I don't know what they are in Canada, but anyway, he was a policeman, head of something. And he was saying, okay, now what we're telling you folks is you need to leave your car keys in your mailbox or in the seat of your car. Don't take them in the house because the robbers will come in the house to get them. And then you'll have to fight. You know, you can't do anything when they
Heard
come.
about that's in California, isn't it?
No, it's in Canada. It's Canada.
Well, Canada, yeah.
Yeah, it's in Canada. But he
I
literally
knew I heard it somewhere, but couldn't remember where.
he got on the boob tube and told the whole place all about it, and it managed to make it to X. But yeah, put your car keys in your mailbox or in your car seat so that the people that are going to take your car don't have to come in and get the key.
Crazy.
I, I heard that and I went, surely that's a spoof. That's some sort of parody or, that's some kind of something weird. But it wasn't.
I mean, you could even say to the crooks, "Here, there's a flashlight. Look."
But the thing about it is, you leave your key out like that, what insurance company's going to pay you for your car when it's stolen?
Where's my most valuable items?
Yeah,
Right there. There you go.
right.
How about it?
The insurance. I asked Dorinda, who's from up there, and I said, "What insurance companies in Canada will pay for those cars?" She said, "Oh, they're not paying for the cars."
Why am I not surprised?
So the first several people who did that because this creep said to do it got their car stolen, turned in their claim because the keys were in the car seat was not stolen. It was given away. Excuse me? You do, and they tried using the constable or whatever he's called. And we have a copy of what he told us to do, and this is what we told us to do. Well, the way the wordage was, and you got to be careful about this, the wordage was leave your car key if you want to remain safe and unperturbed in your home. Leave your car keys. So that meant that the person had to decide that they wanted to be left alone, and that was not an excuse for giving the car keys.
So basically, he changed the narrative.
Up yours is what the car insurance company said to the people who lost their cars.
If you want to give them away, Off you go.
yeah, go ahead and give them away. Why not?
Oh my God.
I thought that was just, you gotta be kidding me. Somebody, I mean, I'm so close to the Canadian border that I
Hmm.
get a lot of Canadian stuff and news and stuff like that. And
My sister lives over there.
yeah, I know she does, but do you know where?
Ottawa. Right in the capital. Ottawa.
Ottawa. Okay. That I don't even, yeah, I do. That's towards me, but it's closer to me than Montreal is. Montreal is above Vermont. That's all I really know. Um, but
I tell you where it's like Ottawa is very it's in Ontario. It's a part of that state.
it's
It's
not one. It's not the
it's
state.
near it's near Gatineau, Quebec, Montreal.
Yeah,
On
I
the,
think the one
on
over
the,
about the Great Lakes,
yeah,
and that's pretty far away from me.
yeah.
It's not too far from Vermont, but it's pretty far from me here. But he really said that.
Yeah, I believe it.
And then the sheriff in Florida is saying, "Go ahead and shoot them and do us a favor. We won't have to worry about them when we get there. They already be shot." Just so matter of fact, it was hilarious. Absolutely not so.
It's always one to cause the mess.
Do what?
It's always one to cause the mess.
I would hate to think that all countries' governments were as messed up as ours.
Always, some are even worse off. Like I mean, it's not just your country. It's I mean, I was looking like to see which are the best countries in the world, and they say Sweden was the top one, Canada, which I
Oh Lord, no,
no, I don't believe that either.
no, no, not especially not as long as that twit's in charge.
Yeah. Um, there was best country in the world. Hold on.
Did you know that highest percentage of pedophiles per population is in Israel?
I wouldn't be surprised.
And do you know that the majority of Congress and Senate in the U.S. are dual citizens with Israel? And I think anybody that's a dual citizen shouldn't be in Congress or the Senate. Divided loyalties. But explains things. They can go over there and just stay over there and not have to go to jail.
Here we go. Quality of life. Sweden. There you go. That's one.
Norway,
Norway, Canada, Denmark,
Denmark, Finland, Switzerland.
Switzerland. I don't know how because there's mostly snow over there. Netherlands.
No,
Australia.
Australia can't be there anymore. Not with what they're doing. They've already got digital money only down there.
Like you'd find it very hard to believe with some of them. Germany,
Right?
New Zealand.
It's
New As we've learned, New Zealand, right, is one of the most difficult countries for quality of life. It's the most difficult. Like, I mean, so the likes of Chuck would have you believe, but like, I mean, Sweden, Norway. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Uh, ah, hello,
There's
Misty.
Misty. Hi,
Misty is
Misty.
in the house, ladies and gentlemen. I'm welcome. My name is
Shangy girl.
it's from Shanghai. But yeah, those are allegedly the most quality of life best countries in the world. Some of them you'd find it hard, like you'd like hard to believe.
Well, I would have guessed Iceland, places like that, Denmark, those kinds of. I would have guessed those. Sweden, I wouldn't have thought of. Switzerland, I knew had a bad rep. There's
Yeah,
some bad underlying things going on there. Um, but Canada,
yeah.
no, not now. I'm not anymore.
Misty.
Come join us, Misty. We're just shooting the crap.
Yeah, we're just talking rubbish as we do.
He's keeping this old woman up.
Ask and thou shall receive.
I've got company coming in tonight. My girlfriend lives about 3 hours from here, and once a month she tries to make it. It's always a relief when she arrives. She's severely diabetic. Um, she just recently started doing the normal kind of dialysis. Part of that, she was doing dialysis at night all the time. Almost died in my spare bedroom about 3 visits ago. She fell in the middle of the night and was almost in a diabetic coma. Um, just cooked. Those boys are handsome. I went and watched her go out to dinner with her boys. Those boys were handsome, and her daughter looks just like her. Just exactly.
That's the thing. When you have good genes, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how much her daughter looked like her. It just blew my mind.
Well,
And her son graduated. I'm telling stories on you, Misty. I saw her do a open up a while ago, earlier tonight. I didn't realize he graduated with honors. Fantastic! Congratulations.
that's amazing. Congratulations.
Yes, yes, it is wonderful. That's wonderful.
It is absolutely.
Mm. It's hard to imagine. I guess Jack graduated.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Well done to them.
That is just absolutely fantastic. On president lists, I think that's like a dean's list for us, probably. Super duper smart. What you doing with all those smart, smart, smart kids? You hiding your brain underneath that beautiful voice? Higher than Dean's List. Fantastic. Fantastic. She's hiding those brains under her voice somewhere.
Well, are you saying she's not smart?
No, I'm saying she's got to be super smart. I just thought she was regular smart. She got to be super jet building super smart.
Well, she's teaching all those YouTubers of like how to go about things. So, you know,
Yeah.
she does have brains. Like like no doubt about it. Extremely intelligent.
Oh yes. Very organized.
I'm such a proud mama, and so you should be.
Well, yeah, absolutely should be. Absolutely should be. What are these kids going to do? Are they going to be, if they're on the president's list, they better be inventing something beautiful and wonderful that we all need.
Has to be something along the lines of valedictorian or something.
She said it's above Dean's List, and Dean's List usually gets valedictorian.
Yeah, there
So
you go.
hey, that salutatorian, no, valedictorian is the top. So it must be higher. It's higher than that. Holy moly! I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the wonderful Misty.
I
Yeah.
miss
Yeah, I was just cooking dinner for my kids and then I arranged the kids' room. So if the curtain is out like this, you're gonna see their bed. So what I just am hiding it. So so that I can do my stream here in the room. Yeah, that's
Oh,
why I'm
brilliant, brilliant.
hiding behind the curtains.
Are you in the?
Who's that behind the court?
Yeah, this is the kids' room. And then they got me, you know what? They got me a
Yeah,
purple chair. The boys got me a purple
Oh,
chair.
that's
nice.
And then I
that's
was so
mine.
surprised. Yeah, I was so surprised yesterday. It was behind the curtain, and then they're waiting for me to come up here in the room. So I wasn't able yet to come up because we just came from the graduation. And then my other son said, Joshua, Mama, there's something wrong with your iMac. I said, wow, what happened? So I pull out the curtain and I said, oh my God, it's a purple chair.
That's my
See,
favorite.
I got a purple chair.
They have you YouTube on? Have you?
We got an echo.
Echo.
See, even my hair now is up because I was cooking and the weather here is really so unbelievable.
Have you got YouTube on?
The weather is kind of like humid, and then it's not.
I don't
Oh,
think so.
the house is not fully air conditioned, not like in
She's not
UAE.
hearing.
Yeah. Can you hear me or what? I need to
Yeah, we're hearing. We're hearing.
wait.
Try now.
Yeah, can you hear me? No. Turn on my headset so that you'll only hear me.
We hear you now. Yeah,
Yeah,
There we
it's not
go.
doubling.
that fix it.
Oh,
Yeah,
That
because I was just on my iMac, so I did
yeah.
not turn on my sound bar.
now we good. That sounds like the Miss D. I know.
Yeah,
Those,
there we go.
those dual tones just sneaking out of there.
Yeah, no, this is way better. Then I said, "Oh my God!" It's just that I'm really so proud to tell what exactly happened yesterday, and then with all the kids. So This year was a good year for all of my kids. Elisa is taking up pre-law, and the
Pre-law.
highest, yeah, though she's taking up business administration, but she shift to pre-law. And then
Fantastic.
yeah, and then the highest grade is 1, and then her total her and final grades is 1.13. So she's on a president's lister, and then
Wow.
Aaron taking up psychology, and his average is 1.23. So he's also on a president lister, and then of course my grade 12 graduated yesterday with an average of 94.8 and only
Wow.
point 0.2, so that he will get with the highest honors. So he's still number 2 in their class. That's
Brilliant.
why. So proud, so proud yesterday.
Oh
And
yeah,
So you show
yeah,
me absolutely incredible.
and then I was
absolutely.
really still crying yesterday when they come in, and then they approach us, all the parents, and then with the flowers, and then they have this song, uh thank you for giving me la 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 la, the song "Thank You." So it's still, it happened also before, but still I was really crying, and then I really don't know why. And then my son Aaron was the one who's filming it, and then, then he said, "Mama, this happened already, and then you're still crying, and then so you don't know the feeling of being a mother."
Well, you don't ever stop being a mother. I don't know what you say.
Yeah.
You don't ever stop being one. And the fact that you can do celebrate with them like that, it's just fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I said this only happened once a year, and then I'm not with you. I'm not there to guide you during your examinations week, blah blah blah. Not like before when I was here. I was really focused with them. I have to review them. I have to check on their studies. They have to check on their assignments. So I'm really like a working mother, a single mom
Right.
when I was here. Yeah, and then it been 12 years that I've been away from them, but still, they managed to be number 1 at school, even though I'm far.
It's that old adage, you teach them
That's
well
good.
when they're young and they'll keep right on doing it.
Yeah, and I'm so blessed, Silver Girl, because when I left them, they just they live on their own. Nobody looks after them. They don't have a maid. They don't have nanny. So it was my daughter who actually took my place as a mother, as the mother and the father for her siblings. So it's only the 4 of them who grew up, and it's just that every day I talk with them.
Spectacular. That's even
Yeah.
more spectacular that they
So,
could raise
so not only book smarts, but street smarts as well.
And then I'm
that.
so happy none of them actually turned into drugs or tried
Yeah,
drugs.
That's brilliant.
yeah. Like I
Yeah.
said, you raised them well to begin with, and that it was so well that it stuck.
Yeah, that's why Kirk was really so amazed with my kids. And then he said that you raise your kids so well, so very, very well. And then I said, I'm just so blessed also because my kids really love me. And it's the love that I actually gave them. That's why they looked after their mama.
That would be nice. Yes.
Yeah, even though they're all big, oh my God, they're really so huge, literally huge. And then I'm really
That,
like,
that, that's that's the thing about like Filipino families that they really look after like their own,
their
like and,
mama.
yeah, like and
Yeah.
like it's a wonderful thing, you know.
Yeah, that's why Kirk said that I never felt like this before. I have two sons, but I never felt like the love that your kids are giving me. And then I said that it's because that they don't have a father to grow up with. It's only their mom. I am the only one.
Yeah.
And then it was my daughter who actually helped me raise the kids. That's
Yeah.
why I owe
I
it a lot to my daughter.
I took over raising my brother when I was 9 years old. Um, and when he came home, they brought him home from the hospital. My parents
Mm-hmm.
get up and feed him. I had to um, get up in the middle of the night and feed him, and then get him ready to
Mm-hmm.
go to his babysitter, take him to the babysitter on my way to
Mm.
school, and then pick him up on the way home. But and it just continued from there. And it's amazing what comes out years later that
Yeah.
they say or they do to their own children, and you go, I think I remember that. I think I've heard that speech before. Um,
Yeah.
you know,
That's why during COVID that time, and then all of them had COVID, and I told, I was really I told Kirk, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. All my kids have COVID, and then they're just alone here at home. Nobody looks after them. Of course, it's isolated, and then one of my son, it was Aaron, was taken by the ambulance, and then when I saw the facilities, and then I said, "Oh my God, just bring him back to our place." And then that facilities doesn't even have aircon, and then it's just like a plastic cover that separate from one patient to another. And then, um, in my house with my kids, they have the complete vitamins. They can drink water anytime. They can have all the things that they want. And then it was my sister who helped me out that send food here in front of their apartment so that they will not be going out because they cannot go out that time. And then I said, "Oh my God, Kirky, I'm gonna die." And I was really like crying a lot that time when my kids had COVID. Not just one, but all of them, four of them, and even
Yeah,
my grandson was here, Techie, who lives with them, had COVID also. And then
oh,
the two of them are symptomatic, and then the two is asymptomatic. So there's no fever, there's nothing. And then the end, the two got okay. And then the lack of the government's assistance also is really not enough. That's why I said, "Oh my God! If that happened in UAE, in Abu Dhabi, people would like to be in the facilities rather than in their houses to
yeah.
get cured." Yeah, because in UAE, that is really unbelievably, the support of the government, the facilities that they're gonna be put, it's way different from the facilities here in the Philippines.
um,
But yeah, Alhamdulillah, thank God that my kids just in 1 week they got better. But for the whole week, I've been crying. And then Kirk said, "What can you do, sweetie? We cannot do anything. That it's just that 24/7 that my call, my video call is like on 24/7 for a week, just to check on them to see what's happening." I said I don't want it to miss a single minute not seeing any of my kids, even they're
right.
sleeping. Yeah, when I
Yeah.
was here in the Philippines, I never sleep if any one of them feels bad. And then yeah, and then now I'm seeing them that, oh my God, that's why I was really like crying yesterday when my son approached me and gave me flowers, and then kissed me, and then it's just the same thing that, "Oh my God, Mama, you're making drama again." Aaron said, "You're making drama again." And then I said, "No, I cannot stop it. My eyes really like
Make again. I
yeah,
like
yeah, I have the
Oh,
video.
stop
I'm
being a
gonna share the
mother.
I'm gonna share the video tomorrow. It's just that my I said, I cannot stop. I cannot stop it. I posted it in Facebook. If you will see that the oh my God, I cannot help it.
Oh, stop being a mother.
Yeah, I have Aaron. Aaron is a gay. So I have a gay son. So it's Aaron, the one who's taking up psychology. So
Yeah,
but
I
he's
know. I mean,
yeah yeah. But he
as
been
regards to like the COVID there. I mean, my mother passed away
mm,
from
mm.
COVID, so I know
Oh
how difficult it is. I mean, it's
yeah. You're
she
just
was
gonna hide it.
she was one of the unlucky ones, put it that way. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but at least everything is all well now.
yes.
And Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
I'm here. I'm here with them. And I told them that before I'm gonna go to the US, it will. My flight is is in August, August 14.
So
Going to
you're
get.
going to stay off through June and July and half of August.
Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, Kirk said that, sweetie, I already got a car. And then I said, what? Yeah, he sent me the picture. It's a Camry, a hybrid Camry. It's candy red. That's really the color that he likes. And then I said, can I say no? You already decided on that? No, I'm just telling you this will be your car. And then I started also my driving lessons here. So, but I got my theoretical certificate already. So I got my student permit.
Oh, your
What,
student.
what do you do? Rent it?
Yeah, I got my student driver's permit.
Oh,
So after a month, and I can get my non-pro. And then it's just so crazy that when Kirk is trying to actually not trying, but he's registering his bike, the agent actually asked for my details, and then Kirk said, "Why do you have to ask for my wife's details?" Yeah, if she's gonna drive the bike, and then Kirk said, "No, she's just back riding." And then I told Kirk, "Why didn't I tell him that I'm just a biker bitch?" So Kirk said, "No, sweetie, it's really a requirement that." And then I sent him my certificate of theoretical, and also my student permit. So they accepted it. I don't know why.
So he's already in the States,
It's
right?
on the 11th, June 11, his flight back to the States. And then he said, yeah, before you come here, already highly likely already got our place. And then I said, don't buy anything yet. Wait for me.
That
But
would be, yes. That for a man to go out and buy everything for a house or buy a house or even
mm,
buy a car for me would be
yeah.
close to sleeping in the doghouse for a while.
But there's a lot who wanted to adopt us.
yeah.
We have a lot of friends like Christina. She said she's the one who actually gonna give me a job. So there's already a job waiting for me also, and
Yeah.
I'll be back being an HR. So still in admin, and yeah, and I'm so happy that yeah, you're gonna earn something like this, blah blah blah, and yeah, anytime you wanted to work, you can start working. And I said, wow, that's really so amazing. Then I told Kirk, yeah, this time I'll be the one to work. You'll just be a house husband.
He better clean that house up every day too and make it sparkling, fix you a good dinner at night. Just come out.
No, but you know what? So he said, no, sweetie, I already had my application back to Lockheed because he's been working for Lockheed for more than 40 years. So he'll be back to Lockheed for Ort.
So you're going to be in Fort Worth,
For
Texas.
Ort, yes.
Has he
Dallas.
explained what tornadoes are yet?
I think so. Dallas for Ort.
Yeah.
Well, Fort
That's a lot going on over there at the moment.
Fort
Yeah.
Worth
Yeah.
normally as bad as Dallas is, but it's pretty bad. And this year it's been atrocious.
Oh wow.
Um,
Maybe if I'll be there, it will gonna stop.
all you're going to do is look up tornadoes on the
That,
internet.
that's
Uh-huh.
that's the thing when Misty is around, the sun always shines. Has to.
Everybody goes,
I mean, look at here. Look.
go stay at Miss D's house and the tornado will skip.
It's gonna skip. Yeah, yeah. Miss D is there, so we cannot mess up with Miss D. So we're gonna go to the place.
Well, the thing about it is, Miss D, when the tornado comes in, the only thing left is trash.
Yeah, it will be a totally different thing for me.
You just make sure you've got a
Mm-hmm.
tornado trailer. That's all.
Okay.
They make them where they
Mm-hmm.
do a hole and set them in the hole, and you're
Yeah.
underground, usually by your mailbox, so that people don't
Mm-hmm.
see you afterwards. and that
Oh.
normally the mailbox area would be clear because the house is going to be behind it, the
Yeah.
well, left of it, and maybe a brick or two will be over there. The rest of it will be in the trees about 5 miles down.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you find your clothes. It's about 5 miles down the road. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
there won't be anything left if it hits you.
Oh.
Totally destroys the house to
Oh
where
my.
just rubble,
Oh wow.
and it
Yeah,
does.
if we were actually contacted Kirk's brother who lives in Virginia, in Sterling, I guess yeah, it's in Sterling, Virginia. Yeah, we'll still be staying like few weeks with this brother, but so that we can actually um check all the relatives because this will be the first time that I'll be meeting up with them. First time that they're gonna see me for 9 years that I'm with with Kirk.
Tornado season should be over with by August,
Uh
so you
huh.
don't have to worry about it. Hopefully, until
Yeah.
next. But
So
June,
when is the tornado season?
well, this year it's been going since January.
Uh.
Um, Normally January is a little early. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Normally March, April, May, June.
March,
Not.
April, May, June. So it's 5 months.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
But the thing about it is, they hit some place and then they don't hit anywhere else. I mean, they
So
hop.
once okay, it's kind of like a landfall.
Yeah, it's
Uh huh.
tornadoes up in the air, and
Uh
once it
huh.
touches, it's not called a tornado when it's in the air. It has to touch ground, and
Yeah.
you can actually in some videos see it pulling the ground up
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I see
and
Yeah.
that.
you'll see
Yeah.
trucks and buildings and peas
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
up and coming down. But it's
Wow.
the big ones, the big tornadoes that go through entire cities and levels them, which it
Mm-hmm.
does, are not frequent. It's the little ones that are frequent.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a lot of studying about
It's,
tornadoes. It's just like here in the Philippines. Once we have a typhoon, and then once it landfall, it will be over.
it
Yeah.
is over, but it is over.
The F5s, they're the biggest tornadoes. Like
They're
like
huge.
they span right
Yeah,
across.
yeah, just like the movies,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Twister.
the
Yeah.
twist.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're like,
Uh
but
huh.
worse. That
Oh
was
Yeah.
a
wow.
small tornado,
Mm-hmm.
Twister.
Wow. The
That was a
Twister.
rogue tornado, which is a small one.
Yeah.
Um, they have all kinds, and you just need to learn what you need to have, and you need to get yourself the storm cellar, either
Mm-hmm.
a house with a basement with no
Mm-hmm.
windows where you're safe, or one of the dig it up and stick it in the ground storm cellars.
Yeah.
And you need to always remember you have to be have your shoes on,
Mm-hmm.
no sandals, no flip flops, tied on shoes, a
Mm-hmm.
helmet on your head, and gloves in your pets.
Okay.
And if your husband wants to come, then he can too.
I'm gonna save my ass first.
But do
Women and children first.
yes, but do some work on studying what it is, what you need to,
Uh-huh.
what you need
And
to
then
have.
you really need yeah, yeah, exactly,
Because
exactly.
very honestly, people that live in Texas and Oklahoma and Kansas
Mm-hmm.
don't think very much about tornadoes. They're so used to them. Your husband's
Mm-hmm.
been gone for so long.
Yeah.
You know how bad they are now
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they have gotten dramatically worse over the years. When I was little, like under 10, before Jack came along, I hardly ever was aware of a tornado. Hardly ever
Mm-hmm.
anywhere near Nashville. Now
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching the Nashville radar and the storm chasers to warn
Yeah.
my nephew and my cousin and
Mm.
they're there all the time.
Yeah.
They've had something like 15 tornadoes this year.
A lot.
That's enough. But as long as you're fully prepared,
Uh
insurance
huh.
has to pay for the rest of it. You just make sure your place is insured, your property's insured, your cars are
Yeah.
insured, your house is insured, everything, your computer, whatever.
Yeah.
Sure you're fully insured because when the tornado comes in, you ain't gonna have anything left usually.
Yeah, that's why I told Kurt. That's why you got me a life insurance already. How much? So if I'm gonna die, you're gonna be a millionaire. This is what I said. That's why I told him. This is what I always watch. The husband is killing the wives because you have your life insurance. Oh my God. Did I did the right thing to marry an American?
But
That's Kirk. We're gonna say, "Don't ever change, sweetie. You always make me laugh." No, I'm serious. I'm really serious. I've been widowed twice, and then I don't want to be. I don't want to die yet. I said
right,
we still have the kids.
right. Yeah, the whole thing
It's okay, Corky. You go first.
just
Oh God.
don't let him tell you it's not a big deal because it is.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like making me scared now in Texas. Though
The thing,
here in the Philippines, yeah, we have a lot of typhoon, but definitely it's a new experience. It will be a new experience for me to see all those tornadoes that I never experienced in my entire life. It's only in the movies that I've seen.
there's a channel called Ryan Hall Y'all on YouTube. Just
Okay.
some of his stuff on the tornadoes. He's the best tornado forecaster
L-
ever.
Ryan,
Ryan Hall Y'all.
let me check on that.
Or even do storm chasers, maybe.
Ryan is the one who sits in his basement and guides all the storm chasers and videos them. And he also the thing he's doing that is absolutely wonderful is he has a fund people
Mm-hmm.
donate to, and once the tornado goes through, his guys go in and they do things like hand newlyweds a brand new house, enough money to build their house back that's missing, or send people on a vacation until people can get their area clear, whatever. Bring in
Mm-hmm.
water that night. Take a saw. They all have saws in their vehicles, and they saw up trees that are laying on the road. They also do searches and that kind of thing. He's really doing good stuff. But his
Wow.
when
Yeah,
it's
2 million views he has at the moment.
Yeah,
He
look at
has
this. Yeah, he has 1.99 million subscribers.
he has a lot of people there.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's the thing.
Just
He
5 days ago, got 2 million views on the urgent live weather.
Yeah, and
It's,
he's
it's either it's either him
He has a
or
lot.
the Reed Timmer.
Yeah, he
Reed is
has a lot.
another one, but Reed is a little bit egotistical. You might get a little pissy at him sometimes. I know I do. I want to take him and shut his mouth. I don't like the way he treats his dog either.
Mhm.
I used to watch him all the time, but his
Has a
mouth.
lot of views. Wow.
But they get up
Oh my
real
God.
close and personal to the tornado as it's happening, and then the next day you see the vision of what was there that isn't anymore. And
Wow. They're really
because
chasing
of
him.
the movie Twister, which has an
Uh huh.
episode, has a section in it where somebody hides under an underpass, an
Yeah.
interstate
Yeah.
underpass. Everybody believed that for years that that was a good thing. That's not a good thing. You're better off parking in a ditch
Yeah.
Oh.
and getting under your car than you are on an overpass because you're going to get ripped apart under the overpass. But if you can park your car in a ditch deep enough for you to get under it,
Uh-huh.
you might make it.
Well, wasn't someone on? I believe it was on Geraldo that like that where they were doing storm chasing, and uh, like there was one guy done like actually did the overpass, and he got away with it.
Yeah, you do sometimes. We also had lost.
I mean, this was years ago. You know, I mean, they're talking in the 80s.
There was a father, son, and grandson who were tornado chasers, and they
Mm-hmm.
got stuck on the interstate in traffic and couldn't get out. And they weren't the only ones killed, but several were
Yeah.
killed. And they took these three well-known storm chasers right out of the question. All three of them dead together.
Wow.
Some of the numbers over here in the last few weeks the, have been seven in one town, four in another, dead,
Oh, wow.
and houses ripped up and gone.
It's fascinating to watch. I will say that.
They are fascinating. Some of the ones that they get on video and that Brian has up when he's doing a 12-hour show
Mm-hmm.
uh, that has multiple tornadoes in it are really interesting. But that's the place to go to watch. Also, if you when you get to Texas, you can check with him to see if he's on and if tornadoes in your area because he's the one to watch.
Yeah, I already subscribed to that channel.
And he couple of storms, I guess last. I'm trying to remember if it was the first of this week or the last of last week, but in that time frame, um, he had three storm chasers that were sitting with their lights on something. Well, one of them was in Texas. A huge tornado went through and hit. It was weekend, Memorial Day weekend, biggest camping weekend of the year, other than July the 4th. And a tornado hit a truck stop and camping spot that were combined, and it was full of travel trailers and that kind of thing for the holiday weekend. Took them out.
Oh.
I think it was 11 that people died in there. We're having more deaths this year than normal and more really, really, really bad tornadoes than normal. Yeah.
I'll pick them up, guys.
There you go.
Once you get, once this
Yeah,
tornado,
I'll be watching that later.
yeah, you'll see it, and you'll learn that
Yeah,
way.
I'm gonna share it with Kirk also.
And just you just need to know you've got your place you go.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan will actually say, okay, if you're in so and such and such and such and such and such,
Yeah.
don't walk, run to your special place.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Mm-hmm.
forget your animals, get your buns to your special place.
Yeah.
And
That's why
Todd,
they told me that when they knew that I'm going to Fort Worth, and then they said, "Welcome to the land of tornadoes," and then I said, "Seriously?" And they said, "Yeah, I have to study a lot of things about that.
yeah, because
I have to read. Really have to read."
but watching Ryan will give you some firsthand experience.
We'll be saying to Miss Day, we'll be saying, says, "Welcome to the world of storm chasing."
I'll be one of those. Yeah, those the chasers, storm chasers.
They actually, the ones who do it are absolutely addicted.
Yeah,
The
I've seen that. I've seen that one
as
time.
the closer they can get to a tornado, the more they like it. I've seen them drive into
Maybe
tornadoes.
it's the adrenaline of
Yeah.
chasing those
Yeah.
storms. Yeah.
That has, I mean, there has to be an element of like adrenaline junkie, in them.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch a car, and he has special built cars in that he covers a car with metal so it looks almost like a tank.
Yeah,
And,
I've seen that. Yeah,
and
they also
I
featured
saw
that
him
in the movie.
tonight. He lost one of them.
Mm-hmm.
All the guys had jumped out of it because they were stuck someplace, and they all jumped out. And then next thing he knew, bye bye Terminator. That's what he calls them, and or
Wow.
Dominator. And it went up in the tornado,
Wow.
and they didn't find it again until the following year, which was last year. And they had
Mm-hmm.
tornado in the same general area. And all of a sudden, people are calling the police and the radio stations. The Dominator's out here in the parking lot. It had been picked up from wherever it had been left by the first tornado and brought into town and set down in the parking lot
Mm-hmm.
upright as if nothing had happened to it. It was just sitting there,
Wow.
and it was full of water, and he had to take it back and start over. But I saw him do that when they came out after the tornado hit. Um, everybody was going, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. We should go lost something.
Oh wow.
Our transportation. But you
Okay.
just have to be aware. If you're aware and you're prepared in advance,
Mm-hmm.
like you have everything you need in the storm shelter in a bag, like a go bag. You just pack the go bag, give me your
Yeah.
bag because you're not going far. Just
Mm-hmm.
go bag and go and get into your shelter. And in the go bag, you have things like your helmet,
Yeah.
socks, shoes with that tie, um,
Mm-hmm.
and gloves in case you have to dig yourself out.
Yeah. And by the way, this is
Oh
the
yeah,
budget again.
yeah.
Brilliant. Oh,
Yeah. See how tall Andre? He's only 17 years old.
awesome.
He's only
Oh,
17 years old.
fantastic. Oh, I would be so proud. I can
Yeah.
just imagine how proud.
So proud. So proud. And then
Brilliant.
here's Aaron. Aaron is kind of like doing a lot. When yeah, there, oh, I was crying.
Oh, the rose.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I cannot stop crying.
That's the way a mama ought to be.
My son Aaron is the one who's really teasing me, Mama, you're the only one who's really crying so much here. And
Well,
then I
tell
said,
me that when people age, sometimes they cry more because
yeah.
because we've been keeping all these tears in all these years. We're so proud of you. We don't want to give you a big head, so we don't tell you that a lot because we don't want to give you a big head. But with something like this, those tears just got to come out.
I know. I just let it let it come out. And then
Yep.
everybody's looking at me. And then I said, "Are you not crying? Me, I'm crying already."
But that will be
Emotional damage.
That's why I
never
said
back.
I'm gonna share that tomorrow on my live stream. So everybody's kind of like when I post it in Facebook, they said, "We feel you, Misty. It was also my son's graduation, but he's only like grade 6, huh? But yours is grade 12." And then of course, this is the first time also I attended his graduation because I was not available during his grade 6, grade 10, and then because I'm out of the country. So only now is grade 12, and it means a lot to Andre also. He's my youngest. He's sort of like my little Andre. Left here, he's only 5 years old.
Mm.
Imagine now he's 17 years old. It's still he's my little baby boy.
And they
The
always will.
Yeah, I know it looks like I looked like crazy yesterday that I couldn't cry. But a lot of them loves it. A lot of them. We feel you, Miss D. We love you, and I say thank you. See, they said that that is really without hesitation, without apprehension, without hiding. It's the real Miss D. If she's really gonna cry, she's gonna cry. If she's gonna laugh, she's really gonna laugh at you. No hiding. And then I said,
Yeah,
of course, you just have to be true to yourself.
hiding.
Yeah, this is me. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If I do like it, I appreciate a lot.
Right.
Right. That's why others really, I know that there are some who's really like doesn't understand me, and then I said, it's up to you. I don't care.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, Burns haven't seen it yet, or else, oh my God, I'll be having a lot of yeah, they are my bashers. Burns is my number one basher. Maybe he's still busy with work. Because if he's not, he will be calling me. Sis, what happened? Why are you crying again? And then I said, you also cry, even though if it's only your granddaughter. And then when you saw your granddaughter walk, you cried.
I think I saw that on a
Yeah,
video.
yeah. Burns is also like that. He's more emotional than me. I'm stronger than Burns.
That
Paging Burns Del Rey.
didn't surprise me a bit. You had too many children not to be the strongest one of the bunch.
Yeah, that's why. And then I've been widowed twice. I've been cheated twice.
Don't get any ideas, Eddie. She's hard on the men.
Yeah, imagine I've been cheated twice. I've been widowed twice. That's why I told Kirk you are the third, but you already passed the age limit. All right, my two husband died when they were 50. You're already 70, so you're safe.
True.
Yeah, and then you never cheated on me. That's why you're still safe, Kirky. But don't ever think about it, or else. Yeah.
You don't, you might not be living later.
I don't want it to have the third death certificate in my file. Okay, I
Right.
already got two.
Choose to not.
I already got two death certificates, so don't be a fool. Yeah, but I miss him a lot. I miss him so much. So every day we were talking, and he said that, really, it's so different without you here, and even Jimmy. And Jimmy don't want to talk with me. And then I said, you don't want to talk with me because you miss me now. I was kind of like playing with everything in the house, when cleaning the house. And then I said, let me look at the place. They said, no, 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 no.
Oh, that's not good.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Yeah. But
Where
anyway,
did
I just show.
it originate? Eddie, do you know where that originated?
Oh, apparently, like that's the guy that like originated it. He like he was doing a skit and Like
Mm.
it was kind of a like I think he was playing a game or something, and then it just kicked off from there.
Oh, it went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I do you know anything to fix my stiff neck? I have a stiff neck.
Um, Hot on it overnight. If you got a heating pad that'll stay
Yeah,
on,
I do have. I do have.
then put it on your neck, wrap it around so that it covers this under your ear.
Yeah, it's from here to here because I I have my scoliosis, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, may
Put
I'm
heat
looking for a chiropractor. I really need to have an alignment.
the
But
heat will help a lot. If you can
mm-hmm.
keep the heat on it,
He does help. Like according to my
yeah.
See,
acupuncture,
if I move, I have to
my
move all my.
yeah.
I can. It hurts. It really hurts.
Yeah,
The-
I get it. I have a kind of a porch there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I do some stretching already, but it's still. That's why when I was talking with Kurt on Facetime a while ago before I come up here, yeah, I said, "Oh my God, I have a stiff neck."
Sometimes it doesn't hurt too much to close your mouth, take the point of your chin, and try to touch your neck with it
Mm-hmm.
without actually bending your head. It's really difficult to do. You can
Yeah,
stand against a wall.
yeah,
What
I
I
do
learned
that, and
in
then
physio,
yeah, I stretch my
what I
back
learned
like
in
that.
physio,
Yeah.
I learned in physio kind of do that a little bit. You know,
Yeah, and
kind of
then
Yeah,
do
the
that.
one that I learned from my PT before because for 3 years that I am having my physical therapy, and because of my scoliosis, I have thoracic scoliosis, so yeah, I have to hold on the edge of the seat and then pull it like until I can bend it, 20 times on the left and then 20 times on the right, and then make circling movement and then forward and then back. So I'm doing that since this morning, but still, it's still stiff.
yeah.
And then
You can try pushing your back up against the wall so your
mm-hmm.
Yeah, try some Pilates as well. Like
that's true,
Yeah.
and do
and
that.
your butt and your
Mm-hmm.
head, the ball of your head are against the wall, and try to take your chin down on your
Mm-hmm.
neck without moving your head from the wall, without moving your
Mm-hmm.
shoulders, and
Yeah,
without,
I do that. Yeah,
and you just
and then
go like this, stretch down with your
yeah.
chin, and
Okay.
by doing that, it helps. I have a
Yeah.
cervical rehab over here, and
That's why I said I just came here in the Philippines and then I got sick for a week. I got the flu and then now I got the stiff neck and then I said what else that gonna happen with me next.
well,
And then
you're gonna continue to have a wonderful time. Is what's going to happen to you next.
yeah, and then you know what Kirk said? Because sweet ears don't stop moving. You go from here to there.
A lot of it is caused by stress as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then this is really like I'm kind of over fatigue,
Yeah.
but I'm having fun. The thing is that I do have a lot of fun now.
injuries for an awful lot of people too.
Yeah. And then when we were eating at Italiani's and then Silver Girl was there and then they call you Aunt Linda. Say hi to Aunt Linda, everybody. So one of them. Hi Aunt Linda. And even my son-in-law he said hi Aunt Linda.
Learn all those.
All of them, Alisa, even KG is really kind of like still having a the delay in speech. That's why he's under program, the child development program. So but he says he's way better than before. He's only 3 years old, but he's okay. He's okay now. He's doing. He's now advancing to the next level of his child developmental program. And yeah, Techie is my first grandson who has the ADHD, and then Aaron was there, and Ronan, and of course Andre. So everybody's saying hi, Aunt Linda. That's why I'm telling
So
Ari, but
wonderful. I haven't heard my nephew say my name, but say Aunt Linda to me in a
mm,
long time.
at least it was my kids just calling you Aunt Linda. And it
Yeah,
was really,
me too.
yeah, because they said, Mama, it's hard to say silver girl because if she's older than you, so we have to give respect. Okay, tell us, just say Aunt Linda.
Yeah.
Okay, hi Aunt Linda. Thank you.
I have a lady
Now
that
they know you already when they're gonna see you on Linda.
I'll tell my nephew he's going to get replaced.
A lot. Now you gain more. You gain more from my kids. Yeah, the good thing with my kids, if they know they see that I am having good time with all these friends, and they give more respect because I said, if you wanted to gain respect, give more respect.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they learn. Yeah, that's what they learn from their mama.
Well,
and
I told
Linda's extended family.
Yes, yes. Even my mom. My mom gonna be asking, "What's the name of Silver Girl again?" I said, Linda. My mom is Clarita, right? And then, yeah, my mom is always early when I start this show, and then she's the one who's reminding me, "Oh, you have a show." That's why I gave her a new tablet. So, but it was just I pranked my mom first. I gave her a box, a box that has a lot of tablet in it. And then I said, "Are you ready for the surprise?" So we rewrap it, and then she was really already crying. Oh my God, I can watch you better now, not like in my phone.
Yeah,
So okay, are you?
I wouldn't put it past you.
And then
You know them boxes that
I
is
know.
labeled Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
and then and then when she opened it, it has a lot of tablet, and then she was crying, and then I knew it. You're such a crazy. Crazy daughter. And then no, this is all right. So are you ready now for the real surprise? I gave her the Lenovo tablet, and then she was so happy. So it was
oh,
my brother set it up, and then
that's
it was our gift for her on her birthday. Yeah,
So
and
yeah.
then she was so happy.
Oh, she
And then
looked
and then now,
beaming.
yeah, because my mom had a stroke, so you saw her on her birthday that she's just on her wheelchair. Yeah.
I saw that she
So
was in the
that
and had a
yeah.
was responding well.
Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, maybe tomorrow I'm gonna go there, and then we're gonna have the celebration for my son's graduation, and his success for earning the with honors, and then my other nephew also had with honors. So most of my families got the highest award at school. So we're gonna celebrate it tomorrow at my mom's place.
Oh,
okay.
So I said, instead of us only my kids enjoying, we're gonna enjoy at the restaurant, and then I said, okay, we're just gonna bring food at mom's place, and then we're gonna have fun there.
yeah.
So,
We used to take
We'll
food
just
to
bring
the
food,
grandparents.
yeah.
We unless I got left at the grandparents' house sometimes. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but other than that, if we went, the idea was if and maybe it's a southern thing, and I just don't know it, but
Mm-hmm.
um, if you're going to see grandparents or people that are the age of your grandparents, you
Mm-hmm.
always take food
Yeah.
so that if they want to say you want a pastry or something like that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
don't let them say it. You say it to them. Don't let them give you their food because they're older
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have the money to get it anyway. So you
Yeah.
always take food over people.
Mm-hmm.
Vintage.
I always do that. I buy some groceries for my mom, and then every month since I've been out of the country, I never miss a month for my mom's allowance. So until now, even I already have my family, but I never miss a month that I'm giving my mom's financial allowance.
yes.
Yeah. Though I have my kids, I have my own life already, but I never, never, never forget my mom. Even though there's a lot of bad things that happened with me and my mom before, but yeah, I was the unwanted child. So
I
I'm the
know the
least
feeling.
favorite. Yeah, I'm the least
Yeah.
favorite. And yeah, it was my elder brother and then my younger sister because I'm the middle child. So it's just like that. I look like my dad so much. I
Oh,
Yeah, and then when my mom and my dad separated, every time that my mom got mad, and then she'll just gonna tell me, ah, that's why she doesn't like me that much because I look like my dad. You're like your dad. Blah blah blah. Blah. Your attitude, your everything is you got it from your dad. Uh, so I just proved
Yeah.
them that. Yeah, and then most of my relatives before thought that because I was an introvert, I never say a word. I'm kind of like the snobbish, and but I take it as a challenge for me. Nobody knows me in my family before, until I went out of the country, and then I changed my kids' life, and then now a lot of them are introducing themselves. Oh, I am your relative, like this, like that. And then I said, yeah, I know you, but when I was there in the Philippines, nobody knows me. Now that you knew that I married an American, I am having a good life, and then now that you're introducing yourselves.
yeah,
I, I said I had this life because I work hard for it. I gave I gave my kids a good life because I want it.
right.
It's not because that I have a good life. I have to make your lives better. If I cannot give you a loan and then you're gonna tell me that I don't know you anymore. I am a different. I change a lot. And then I said, when I was there, you don't know me, and then now you're gonna tell me who gave you the right to tell me that I changed? You
Yeah.
never know me before.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm like that with my sisters, and like like it's just ever since my parents went to like everyone's went their own way, but like
Mm-hmm.
they never recognized like the
Yeah.
person that I
Yeah.
am.
Exactly. Nobody
So
recognizes me.
yeah,
Nobody knows me. Only now that they see me on YouTube, and they really thought that I am earning a lot in YouTube. And then once they send you some a message in FB, and then they will just gonna give their account number, and then I said, "What? I'm not a bank.
yeah.
I'm not the right person to get a loan."
right, right.
Yeah, and then if
That's
you will not,
yeah. That's because it's not you. It's what you have that matters.
mm,
Whether it be fame, friends, money,
yeah,
whatever.
that is really so sad that I work hard for this life. I work hard to give my kids a good life, and then as if it's my fault that I do have a good life now.
Right.
That's why I said I don't owe any explanation to anyone,
No,
right? And then
absolutely not.
yeah, that's why I said whatever you're gonna think about me, if you don't like me, that's fine, right? Because
Here's how I look at things. I find like there is many layers of what I do, like how
mm-hmm,
I treat people, how I like. I mean,
yeah,
it all depends like who I'm dealing with. You know, if like I mean, if they're good to me, I'll be good to them. You know,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
and that's just I mean that's everything in general. It doesn't matter where. But I
mm-hmm,
mean,
yeah,
I mean that doesn't say I'm a bad person.
yeah.
I mean, I'm a good person. I try my hardest. Like no
Yeah.
matter what I do, but like
That's really so sad. Yeah.
like the some people, it's not good enough. You know.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
really
mean,
so sad. It's really so
yeah,
sad that there are people thinking like that. If they see people that are really succeeding in life, and then as if it's your fault that they are having a bad life.
yeah.
Or
I
they
mean,
cannot they cannot just be happy on what others are
yeah.
having.
I mean, sometimes like you can only take so much. You know, it's a complex thing.
Yeah. And then it will just gonna let you feel guilty about what what's happening with their lives,
Yeah.
as
I
if
mean, I'd
you were
never
there.
tried. Yeah, I mean, I've never tried to hold anyone. I mean, if I did, I mean, I've
Mm-hmm.
apologized for it. But I mean, you know what? Like, if you don't want to accept me apology,
That's fine.
that's it. That's up to you. You know, that's your
Mm-hmm.
choice. If
But now I learn a lot, Silver Girl. I learned a lot in life
Yep.
that you must really love yourself first,
yeah,
That's the thing I have the hard time with.
and then care for those people who really care for you. Yeah,
And
embrace those people who really true, who's really genuine, who
right.
really appreciate you and know how to appreciate other people as well. But for
absolutely. I
those
mean,
people who only appreciate
you,
themselves,
you
yeah,
appreciate.
it's not good.
Yeah, I mean, if you've had like the life that I've had, I mean, like the fact that I was homeless, I was basically
Mm-hmm.
left in the dirt, you know. And I know,
Yeah.
I mean, I know more than that. Like, if not, like, I mean, there has been others that has gone through the same life as I have, but they've
Mm-hmm.
off themselves, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Exactly.
the fact of the matter is, like, I was strong enough. Like, I don't know how I was strong enough, but I was strong enough
Mm-hmm.
to say, well, you know, like, I'm gonna remain who I am.
Yep.
Accept me or don't accept me.
Mm-hmm.
That's up to you.
Yeah, that's why I'm so happy if Silver Girl were gonna say something about like making me feel better. Because if I said that if you don't like it, that's fine. And yeah, and then Silver Girl were gonna put a comment there. It makes me feel so good, Silver Girl. Thank you so much. You boost my morale. You always make me feel more confident that I don't need to explain myself to anybody. That just be me
Hmm.
and I'll be
Yeah.
Exactly.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You happen to be a very engaging you. You engage with people on a really solid base that's based on who you are and what you want in life for yourself and others. You basically start off in the love category and keep loving people until they hit you in the face and then you might hit them back. But,
Yeah, thank you.
it's,
People can only love you for you.
yeah, but you really
Yeah.
come across just, I think, very much like you are. And that you're warm, friendly, sweet, caring. I recognize some things that of the issue of almost going overboard to get the point across that you care about somebody. I've noticed that in you, and it's one of my traits too. Um, and it comes a little bit from having been the odd kid out. When
Mhm.
you're that what it's called in the psych world, the scapegoat.
Mhm.
That we develop kind of some of the same issues, and one of them is
Mhm.
feeling guilty and
Yeah.
uh, and being too generous with our time, with our love, with everything.
Yeah. Mhm.
And so just be careful. Um, but
Oh.
I was listening to what you were saying about your mom, and you're really, really blessed. I finally, at 55, uh, after trying and trying and trying to make a relationship that I could tolerate with my mother, I finally had to say no. I can't keep doing this to me. It's killing me. Um, you
Mm-hmm.
gotta stop doing A and B. She couldn't, didn't stop doing either. Then she took my. So
Me, I never stopped loving my mom. Yeah.
I
Even
still
though
love.
my mom did not show me how she loved me. My mom never showed that how she loved me. I never felt a love from my mother.
My mother
I grew
did.
up with my grandma, yeah, and with my aunt.
My mother showed me very plainly she did not love me from the time I was born. First thing I remember is being thrown across the room as an infant,
Oh wow.
and it got worse from there. And
Oh my.
um, some of the things that she has done, rural psychiatrists air. They don't understand how I stayed with it and didn't do anything dramatic. And then my father was a sex abuser. So with the two of them, it was
Oh my god.
one was a narcissist. So it was fun growing up, but I finally had to just cut strings with my mother, and I'm glad I did. It happened to be only a year or so before Jack died, and
Mm-hmm.
her comment to me after Jack, she called and I didn't answer the phone because I could tell it was her, and she said, if you'd been a better sister, your
Mm-hmm.
brother would be alive, and if I had been a sister when he was born, he wouldn't be alive. And I had to take over the mother duties. But she said if he'd been a better sister, he would still be here. And
Yeah.
uh, that's the kind of thing she was constantly. And the other thing that I was just like my father, just like your mother told you. My mother told me the same thing, but my father was a psychopath. So,
Wow.
um,
Well, my dad is so loving. That's why I am a daddy's girl.
yeah, if you ever
Actually,
read
I got everything from my dad. Yeah, I got everything from my dad. Attitude, everything.
yeah,
And
well,
just
I'm
like my dad. My dad also worked in Kuwait before, and they really never thought that I'll be the one to get out of the country and then work outside the country. So it was my dad. I got it from my dad. They really thought that I'm so weak. Nobody believes in me. I was just in school. I'm only number two, number three. Not like my sister and my brother. They're always number one. They're always top of the classes. So all of us are really good in our school, and even my other two siblings, the fourth and the fifth. So all of us were all kind of like Dean's Listers and always number one in school. But I'm the only one who's always number two, number three. So it's kind of like different. My mom looks at me differently because and I'm also the darkest, I'm not so fair in color. So I'm I just got my this skin when I was working abroad that I can buy a lot of soap, a good soap for my skin to get fairer. And then it's just that I'm totally different from from my family. If they like NBA, I'm gonna go for football. So I'm doing the opposite. I'm always doing the opposite. It's just that I wanted to prove them that what they think of me is wrong, that one day they were gonna recognize me. That one day that they were gonna look at me. One day they were gonna listen to my voice, and then now they're listening to my voice now because I proved them wrong.
proud of you too because you've done it with such grace.
You did.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and
Like, I mean,
I've been a single mom for a long time. When Kirk knew me, um, I never asked for, even though we're already married, we're already engaged. I never asked money from Kurt. He never gave me money because I don't want it to accept his money. And
Right.
it's just that when he's helping me now, when I got sick, and then I was really so worried because I have to support my kids here in the Philippines. And then Kirk said, I'm your husband. Whatever, we are partners here, sweetie. Whatever your problems is my problem now. And then I said, how can I support my kids? I'm sick right now. How can I work? How can I have my part-time job in which I'm earning really good money when I was working. I've been a project manager. I've been in admin. That's why I told Kurt, I am not just like those women or your friends are marrying, who's a housemaid, who's a domestic helper when they met them. I do
Right.
have my career. Yeah, I have my career. I have my bachelor's degree. I finished my college. So it's not, and then yeah, I know, sweetie, but that's why it's time for you now to take a rest because since 1994 after graduation I've been working, and I've been into a lot of tough times. I've been cheated. I've been working my ass out just to pay for my kids' school, with my kids' food, well, clothes. So I did it alone without the help of their fathers. I didn't ask for any support from their fathers for my four kids. Yeah, their fathers. And then that's why Kirk said, I do really respect you a lot. And then for 3 years now that he's the one who's providing for my kids. And then I said, take it as a loan. That is my loan. No, sweetie, there are also my kids. And no, 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 no. Listen to your wife. Consider it as a loan. That is my loan. Once I started working in the US, I'm gonna pay you. These are my kids. These are not your kids. These are not your responsibilities. You know what what Kirk said? Oh my God, sweetie, your pride is up to here. Should put it down. And then I said, you married a yeah, you married a working mom. Okay, so I don't want you to think that I am taking advantage of you. Don't ever think like that. You never, never. And then I said, if I'm just like other women that we're gonna ask you to buy me Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, Miu Miu, whatever. I did not. Honestly, Silver Girl, I don't like those branded things.
I don't either.
It's none of my. It's
Yeah,
it's
it's not
it's not my cup of tea.
right. I wear a fanny
And
pack.
then they said that, what? Seriously, you're not gonna ask you're not your husband is an American. Ask him to give you a Louis Vuitton purse for what?
Yeah, why?
Said for what?
Yeah.
Because
I don't
that is
understand
now,
it.
and then that's why I told my other
He'll just
Filipino friends,
he'll just love you for you. That's it.
yeah,
That's
that's why I told Kirk, you love me for who I am. I can just wear very cheap clothes. I can use a purse that is really, even though it's only like $1 or $2, I can wear that.
Yeah.
I I
and
can be
by the way, there's so few of people like yourself out there, and it's a shame, you know.
Yeah, I know. It's just kind of like others are gonna say, "Why are you not fighting with your husband? You don't spice your relationship." I said, "What? Why are we gonna fighting for? And for 9 years we've been together, we never had a fight. For what reason we have to fight? To spice
Yeah.
up the relationship." And then I said, "No." I've been to those kind of relationship before, on my first and my second, and it did not work so good. So now it's a different thing.
Guys don't want to argue. Put that out there. We don't want to argue.
I don't want any more stress. I don't want any more stress. Kirk is so understanding. No, I'm more understanding.
And
You
that's a
both
great thing. I mean, like once you have that
That's why I told Kirk,
understanding,
God, lucky you. I'm so understanding. If
yeah.
oh my
you
God, my
froze up
internet
on us.
is really getting crazy again.
It's back.
Yeah, my internet is getting
It's
crazy
back.
again.
So we'll just we'll go backstage and we'll end it there. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming. Thank you for coming in. I want to thank all my guests, Shangy Girl, Maggie, Mirror Mirror, and JHK, and of course, my name is, and of course my two guests, the wonderful Silver Girl and the beautiful Misty. We'll catch you on the next cartoon, and take it easy.
Good night.